Hello and welcome to the Tavern Chat Podcast. I am your host, Eric Tenkar, your bartender in the OSR. So today was actually supposed to be a fireside chat with Nathan, the creator of the 13th Fleet. We had technical difficulties this morning. We couldn't get his mic to work, but we're going to attempt it again later on this month. Now, that being said, like I said, I've got firesides or live streams scheduled pretty much every day this week. Tomorrow, that is Friday, 2/5/2021, 8 p.m. Gil Pritchard with the Rascals zine, right? Not magazine. So I still have a mental issue when it comes to pronouncing zine. My brain wants to just spell it out. It's Zine. That should be Zine. I'm fighting myself on this one, folks. You got to forgive me. So, before I delve into my replacement topic for what would have been a fireside, I want to point out something, and it's a real huge thank you to my listeners. We are coming up on 350,000 downloads. We have 348,900 some odd downloads, which means the next day or so, maybe even before midnight, who knows, we'll be at 350,000. That is in, less than 3 years? We are also sneaking up on episode 1,000. That's going to be in about a month, give or take. So, pretty exciting, pretty happy. I'm thankful to all of you. Couldn't have done this without each and every one of the listeners. And those of you that participate in the live streams on YouTube, thank you so much. It really, really is appreciated. Can't stress that enough. So, I'll step away for a sec and be right back with our topic of the day.
Hey, Eric, this is Randy from Biggest Geekus. Just wanted to comment. I really liked talking crit with you, Bad Mike, and Tom. Great discussions. Loved Bad Mike's and Tom's and your understanding of the collectible market. Going to take a little umbrage with what Tom said, only in a joking way. I own every Planescape piece of second edition stuff, I think, and you absolutely can play it. It is not just hunting through a bunch of doors. It's a fantastic, and I would dare say superior campaign setting to all the campaign settings that TSR ever produced. Of course, my humble opinion probably pales in comparison to Tom, but I'm going to say I'm right. You guys had a great podcast. Good job. Invite Tom again.
So when I stepped away, I realized I had a voicemail from Randy from Biggest Geekus. So I figured, let me make sure I get to Randy's voicemail, which came in earlier this evening, and get that out to you. So yes, Randy, listen, I wasn't going to say anything yesterday out of respect to Tom. Tom's a good friend of mine. We've shared beers. But here's the deal. I love Planescape. I love the art. I love the setting. I never got a chance really to run it. My group wasn't interested in it. I think after I put them through Dark Sun, they were kind of afraid of settings that weren't, dare I say, vanilla fantasy, or, Greyhawk, Forgotten Realms type of stuff. That's what they wanted. So, but yeah, I don't think I have a complete collection of it, but I have a pretty good collection of it, and I've always enjoyed it. And it was, listen, I had all the settings from 2 weeks, except for El Qadim. I think that's the only one I didn't get back in the day, but Birthright was probably the one that was the least playable. I think that Planescape was the most inspirational. That's how I'm going to put it. That's one I always wanted to run, never got a chance to. So what I'm going to talk about for the next few minutes is zines. And here's the thing that gets me. When I was collecting, buying, getting into gaming, booklet-size game products were not in my focus. I came in with AD&D 1E. Those were hardback books. Sure, I saw the basic set, but that was for babies, right? I'm playing advanced. Who plays basic? But and those were full-size books in any case, right? And if you found magazines like Space Gamer or White Wolf, obviously Dragon Magazine, or any of the other ones from back in the day, even from my college, Gateways. That was, the initial issues I had from Gateways were pretty much a fanzine, but they were full size, uh, letter size papers, stapled together, obviously along the binding. But hey, I have that collection somewhere in my closet. But we didn't have the zines that are the ones that are the topics now, right? With these what are they, 5x8? I'm not even sure of the right size. I'm not gonna say it's an A3. I don't fucking know. All I know is I love the size because they remind me of 2600, right? That was the hacker zine, the hacker magazine. I used to pick them up at Barnes and Noble just to read some interesting articles about phones and area codes and just random bullshit. But I never associated those small size magazines. Hacker 2600 was a full size magazine at that point, full distribution, with the zines that we currently have. But again, I do love the size. I was asked by a few people, is there going to be an issue of Torchlight for Zine Quest? No. There should be one coming out a month or two after Zine Quest. But my layout artist is fully involved with Zine Quest with his own projects. I dropped the ball on my end and wasn't going to pick up the ball as he was running with his project. So we'll get to that after the fact. But yeah, Kickstarter, as a consumer, I know it extremely well, and I know the pitfalls, and I know me. And with my luck, I'd be the first person who criticizes people. And I understand the 3-6 months late, maybe even a year. It's when you're 9 years late. God, Gareth, I'm talking to you. And if you want to punch me in the throat, left side. That's where the blocked carotid is. So you're not going to do any real damage. Maybe you loosen it up. Maybe you'll unblock the blockage. Maybe do me a favor. But yeah, that's where it gets ridiculous, right? I mean, and there are other people who I haven't spoken about, and I probably will have to. I'm going to probably have to dig up Brave Halfling at some point and do a little research on what the Brave Halfling projects are at now. Because at this point, I would take the outstanding projects in PDF, but I don't even know if those are available for that. So, but in any case, yeah, I like the convenient. Dare I say it? It's not really pocket size, but it is a good size for taking at the table. I think a lot of adventures should be written in the zine size, maybe with detachable covers, and that's an idea. Zine size with detachable covers. Gonna market that. Folks, if you hear this and it is still Thursday night, February 4th, Thursday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern over on the Discord server, we do a hangout. We call it Tavern Chat because that was what we did. We were doing that before there was a Tavern Chat podcast. We call it Tavern Chat. We hang out in the Speakeasy, which is a voice room, and we just chew the shit, gaming stuff, hang out. In the world of COVID, going to bars is pretty much verboten, even if they are open. So this is how we compensate. Speaking of COVID, remember, use your common sense. You claim that your player characters would have it and wouldn't do certain stuff because you have common sense. Use your common sense. That's all I can ask. Be safe, be well, God bless, roll those dice. Tomorrow night, 8 p.m., youtube.com/, Eric Tenkar. We got a live stream coming up for the Rascals Zine Quest Kickstarter. Looks pretty cool. Join me. Join Gil Pichard. And I look forward to seeing some of you. Well, at least your comments as we are live streaming. And that should be up tomorrow night for those listening at home. All right, folks. On that note, knock on wood, I will talk to you all tomorrow. Laters.